I greet you in Jesus' precious name. I want to speak to you about a man in the Old Testament who had an excellent spirit. He had the Spirit of God in him. That's why he had an excellent spirit. His name was Daniel. And Daniel is a beautiful name. It's got a ring to it, hasn't it? There's something solid about the name of Daniel. I think if I was going to have another child, don't worry. There's no chance of that happening with this old man. But I'd maybe even call him Daniel. Daniel was a man who had an excellent spirit. Daniel was a man who was fearless. Daniel took on Nebuchadnezzar, who ruled the world, head on. And he said to him, I will not bow the knee to any of your gods. I serve only the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that cost him his life, supposedly. He was thrown into the lion's den, wasn't he? And those lions weren't tame like you see in the circus. Those lions were half starved, okay? And nothing happened. He sat there all night. He must have just been sitting there reading his Bible. And the next morning, who came running down first? The king himself. Daniel, Daniel, are you okay? Because he knew, you see. You see, folks, what I'm trying to say to you is, when you're different, the world, those who don't know Jesus, they want to be like you. They want to see something wholesome. They want to see joy and peace and happiness and purpose and a man who knows where he's going. They want to see that. And the king wanted that. He didn't want to put Daniel in that lion's den, but he was set up by his elders because they were jealous of Daniel, you see. So I want to say to you today, you need to be different and God will come on side for you. Because those lions never touched Daniel. And folks, they were ravenous lions, because you know what happened? When they took Daniel out of the den, the men who had accused Daniel falsely were thrown into the same den and were eaten alive. That's right. So what I'm saying to you today, if things are not going well with you, maybe you need to look at your own character. Maybe you need to ask yourself a serious question. Am I really following Jesus? Or am I partly following Jesus and partly following the world? See? Now, one thing I've learned about the Lord, He is a jealous God. He says, I will have no other gods before me. You're either with the Lord or you're not with the Lord. Matthew chapter 12, verse 30. He who's not for me is against me. We need to make a decision today. God is looking for men with an excellent spirit, because that's exactly what Daniel had. He was different to the system. Why is it? Maybe the young people watching this program can explain it to me. Why is it that I see so many Christians in these days are trying to live as close as they can to the world system? Why? Surely the world should be desiring to live like us. I see the way that young ladies dress. I see some of the vocabulary of some of the young men. I see where they frequent, and I'm not being legalistic. I am free. Remember, I had to be born again before I knew Jesus Christ. And I want to tell you, before I met Him, I was a rebel. So I've been there and I've done that. I don't want to go anywhere near there. I want to be totally different. I want that peace never to leave me. The joy, the purpose, the confidence, the love of God to be in me. I don't want to trade that for anything. Why do we try and be like the world? Come apart, Jesus says. Come apart. He told His disciples continually, come apart. Pay your income tax. Love your wife. Respect your elders. Discipline your children. Live a godly life. Have an excellent spirit, and I'm telling you now, you'll win more souls for the Lord Jesus Christ than any evangelist will ever win, because the world is desperate for the truth. Until next time, goodbye and God bless you.